The between the legs crossover is an important and essential move. The key to this move is being able to get low. You got to get your knee low and you got to extend your back leg. You need flexibility in your groin and hips area or you can't do this. If you have trouble with this, I recommend that you do lunge exercises. That will definitely increase your strength and flexibility, and I'll talk about this a bit more in another video. You want to start this move with your chest facing the defender and the ball no higher than your knee. You want to make sure you have that because the ball has less of a distance to travel. And when you cross over, notice how my chest now is facing the direction that I'm going, in the direction of my knee. Notice again, you'll see it again on this side. You see my chest facing the direction or going in the direction of my knee and my toe point. And this is how I get by the defender. You want to use a slow to quick action as much as you can. And finally, you want to avoid what I call the sideways gallop. A lot of young players do this because they're not comfortable dribbling between their legs. You got to master that feel so that you don't do the sideways movement. And of course, you can always combine this move once you've got it down with an in and out crossover. It's a great combination. Now we move on to the UTEP two-step or the Tim Hardaway crossover. Now, believe it or not, guys, the key to this move is your legs and your abs. Being able to rock in one direction and come back as hard as you can in the other way with some velocity and force requires a very strong midsection. Let's go over the basics. We obviously start with a between the legs crossover. Then we lean. This is what I call lean it like you mean it. Your natural inclination will be to sell this short because the harder you lean in one direction, the more difficult it is to rock back. This is why you need very strong legs and very strong abs. Don't sell this short, guys, and this is why this move takes so long to perfect and why very few people do it. It's really hard, but you gotta stick with it. If you lean it like you mean it and you sell it, then you will be effective. Notice how my arm is fully extended before I rock back in the other direction. And I swing back with that crossover and explode out of the move. Guys, be patient with this and you'll get it. It's all about repetition and developing those muscles. Now time for our behind the back move, or what I call sitting on it. As you can see from this still here, it's called sit on it for obvious reasons. It looks like I'm about to sit on the ball. One key to this move is that both of your feet are down as you sit on it at the same time. This is unlike what we've done with other moves where our feet come down in sequence in a 1-2 step action. Both your feet come down at the same time and you change directions quickly. As we set up to cross the ball over behind our back, we're bringing our knees parallel so that we can hit that quick abrupt stop with both feet. By the time the ball hits the floor, I need to be in a full squat position. Then I push out of the move and I'll explode the other way. Now, even though I put both feet down at the same time, notice how my left foot in this situation is actually providing most of the stopping power. So it's leaned out so I can get that extra leverage so that I can change directions. Because this is effectively a crossover principles apply with your arms fully extended, catching the ball outside of your body. Now for the wraparound. This is a stop on a dime move that really is contingent upon you being able to stop not on 2 feet but 1. It's an abrupt change of direction move. And if you notice by this slow motion clip, the posture and the angle that I take when I lean in one direction is not sustainable when you're not moving at full speed. Can you imagine standing up and leaning to the side? This is a split-second move, and so that hard lean and that hard plant in one direction gives you that brief suspension of your gravity so that you can change directions. Notice a hard plant, and I'm wrapping the ball around to the other side of my body. Then I'm going to get it. It's kind of like a throw and chase. So I wrap it around, I chase it, and I go get it. If you want to perfect these moves, you got to work every day. So let's get in the gym and let's get it.